Yo off scripters, what is up? What is good? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I hope you guys are doing all very well. Before we get into this video, I kind of wanted to mention to you guys that I have now made all of the unedited full-length reaction videos to all previous episodes of Hazbin Hotel Season 2 free for you guys to watch on my Patreon. I have now made them all completely free, so if you're feeling like in my YouTube edited versions that you're missing something or you just want to see more, feel free to go and look at that. I do also want to kind of give a small explanation as to why a lot of the time the YouTube videos feel like they are missing things. One of the biggest reasons is the YouTube copyright law system. It's very restrictive on YouTube content creators, just overall in general, and so, any clip that we show that's from the original thing has to be between 10 to 20 seconds. If it's any longer, YouTube throws a copyright on it, and then we just have to either edit it out or cut it shorter. Number two is that, specifically in some episodes, I don't actually talk a lot. I'm a very facially reactive person when I'm watching things. I react a lot more just with my face rather than with my words, which is kind of ironic for the fact that I make YouTube reaction content where I'm supposed to comment on things. But yeah, that's kind of just what I wanted to say for you guys, just in case when you guys watch these videos, you guys are kind of oh, I feel like I'm missing this part, where's your reaction to this? Feel free to go check out the Patreon. I do have a few other reactions on there as well, so you guys can go check that out too. But with that, let's get right on into the reaction of Hazbin Hotel, episode 6. We are so close to finishing this. I'm actually really stoked.
Just over 7 years ago, Lilith had a dream. With her song, she rallied the sinners of hell to attack heaven in an effort to liberate us. But before she could wage her war, she disappeared. I merely wish to finish what she started.
I was about to ask, why are they not in V Tower? I was like, why are you not in V Tower right now? Who could you possibly be talking to that has it so that you're not in V Tower? I was a little bit confused, I will be honest. Also, it's so interesting that they chose to start the episode off with Vox retelling why Lilith left, because I know in Vox's eyes, she left so that, the sinners and whatnot, could finally have their own voices and all this shit. I don't know. But he has some weird, twisted way of thinking about why Lilith left.
I thought I had made my position clear. I have no interest in engaging in this war or assisting your disrespectful crew, Vox.
Ooh, okay. Oh my god, okay. I still love that Vox is trying to get Carmilla onto his side. It's such an interesting kind of fight that he's having, because from what I understood from the previous episode, he has all the overlords but Carmilla on his side, and Carmilla is the one that has all of these angelic weapons that can kill angels. She has everything that Vox actually needs to be able to slaughter these angels in this war that he is trying to have. It's also interesting because it seems like Vox has access to these files and stuff that only Carmilla's company should have, as we see her two daughters kind of react in a way of did you show him? Who let this out kind of way. So it's kind of interesting seeing those dynamics of Carmilla is this cool-faced person who doesn't really let emotions show, whereas the daughters are also trying to mimic that, but at the same time they're kind of failing.
Velvet here came along today specifically to apologize about her childish actions at your last Overlord meeting. She meant no harm. Did you, Velvet?
That's right. I spoke out of turn. Forgive me.
Oh my lord, okay. Velvet is one of my favorite Vs. She is absolutely my favorite out of the three. And I will be honest, Respectless was one of my favorite songs aside from Poison from season 1. And seeing her know that she, like, in her mind, she did nothing wrong. In her mind, she spoke her opinion and she told them what was the truth, so she did nothing wrong. But the way that she went about it was highly disrespectful to the rest of the overlords, and it's so interesting seeing her be forced to apologize when she absolutely despises Carmilla.
You who armed Charlie to slay the angels in the first place?
Those were different circumstances.
Was it though? Because I'm just picking up where you guys left off. See, you sit up here in your creepy factory thinking you're above this war, when really, you're the one who started it.
Actually, Vox, I hate to be the actually person here, Vox, but, Carmilla didn't start the war. The angels did. / Lucifer and Lilith, but whatever. But it's... Carmilla's right, though. It was different circumstances. She was giving them weapons to defend themselves. She wasn't giving them weapons to start a war. She wasn't giving them these weapons so that they could actively kill the angels. She agreed to lend these to them so that they could defend themselves from the next extermination, to actually give them a shot. What Vox is insisting is, hey, we're gonna go up to heaven and actually kill them the way that they killed us. And Carmilla is so correct that those are very different circumstances. Those are two very different things. But Vox is just saying all of these things to try and get under Carmilla's skin. He's trying to find a way to get under there and try to get her to side with them.
And when the first shot fires, whose side do you want to be on? Heavens? You think they won't come for you? The one that supplied the princess with the knife that killed their leader? Help me protect hell, Carmilla, and I'll help you protect them.
Oh, he did not. That is actually the one thing. I like when characters are so stone cold and like emotionless, but they have like this one fatal weakness. That's what makes a really good character, is like when they feel like they are so good, but they have the one fatal flaw. That is something that we always love to see in characters, is just that, like I said, the fatal flaw. And so Vox's fatal flaw is obviously he's too power hungry. He's too cocky about it. So it's very easy to just swoop him from under the rug and watch him fall. With Carmilla, on the other hand, her fatal flaw is wanting to always protect her daughters. She has kids, she cares about them, and she wants to keep them safe like any parent would. And that is her fatal flaw, because she's so level-headed, but it's so easy to get to her once you mention her daughters.
Just fake an apology.
Oh, come on, Velvet. We got the deal, didn't we? Besides, you did manage to fuck up the one Overlord meeting I let you do on my behalf. So, maybe you should reflect a little, okay?
Fucking motherfucker!
Oh, again, I love Velvet. She's my absolute favorite character. She, honestly, I don't know if I could ever dislike Velvet. Yeah, but also, I'm a little bit peeved. Just a little bit peeved. It was that easy for Carmilla to say, I'll build your weapon, after he said, you want to protect them? Where's the little fight there where it's like, I can protect my kids in other ways than starting a war? Like, where is the other options here? It was so easy for Carmilla to give in. Also, Vox, you're annoying. I love Vox, don't get me wrong, I really do. This TV head is making me simp for a fucking TV screen, for God's sake. But, oh my lord, the fact that he doesn't hold any accountability, is saying that Velvet is still new to being an overlord. Like, we already know that Velvet is one of the youngest overlords. We already kind of knew that. To me, it feels like she died somewhere in the 2000s, depending on, like, whenever the hell this takes place. But, yeah, like I said, it's just, like, it's so... It's very odd seeing Carmilla just so easily give in to the fact that he's like, oh, protect your kids. And then she's like, okay, fine, I'll make your weapon.
Loyalty is to my own, my girls, you.
Do what you must, but I shan't join you in this conquest. My truest wish is that you cometh to thine senses post haste, for when you do, I shall return to your side.
I absolutely adore Zestial. I adore that he's like this Shakespearean freaking guy. But he does have a valid point. Like I was about to mention, the minute that Carmilla said the angels are coming, we're not even sure if the angels are coming down to hell. Like literally the angels are sheltering themselves. They're creating a protective layer over heaven so that nobody can get in and nobody can leave. Like nobody has gotten for certain that the angels are going to come down and fight war. Because what Vox really wants is to go up there and fight war. And Zestial, again, has a really good point of like, yeah, you do need to protect your own, but we both know that Vox only is in on this for himself. He doesn't actually care about the people of Hell the way we do. He doesn't care for their safety. He doesn't care about their post lives. And it's nice to see that Zestial has always been by her side, and now he's saying, I will come back to your side when you think this through and really make the correct choice. Because right now, this is not the right choice. This is putting all of Hell at risk.
Don't worry, it'll be back working in a minute.
This just in, a historic deal has been struck between Foxtech and Carmine Industries.
What? Oh, come on!
Okay, I love seeing Vaggie doing all of this work around the hotel. I absolutely love it. Also, I love all of these kind of like aerial shots that we're getting of like not only the exterior of the hotel but the interior. Pardon me. Because on the interior, we're noticing that there's a lot of different like hints of each of the other characters. Like there's angel dust spider webs, which is very beautiful. We have the snake representing like Adam and Eve, which is representing like Lucifer. And then we just have all of these little things that are representing each of the characters. It's so nice seeing Vaggie do all of this. She's on it and she's got this. Also, very valid response because Vaggie trusts Carmilla. After their song that they had back in season 1, and like after like Carmilla was like, here, I'm gonna teach you how to fight better so that you can protect your girlfriend, like they've had kind of a connecting point, but now she's seeing this and she's like, I'm sorry, what?
This is such an exciting partnership. With Carmine's innovation, with angel weaponry, who knows what this could mean for the war efforts?
Voxtech loves women in STEM.
And now for Hell's weather forecast.
I'm sorry, screw the weather forecast. Voxtech, oh my lord. Vox is the epitome of toxic masculinity. I don't know how we like him so much. I think it's just because he's very charismatic is the thing. But we know deep down that he is a horrendous human being. Obviously, they're in hell, so everybody is, like, terrible to an extent. But it's just amazing to see Vox be so toxic, yet so loved. And also the fact that during this handshake, Carmilla just looks to the camera like, I regret my choices instantly. Somebody, like, kill me for a second time. And I love that.
Explain that hotel duties don't include inciting a war.
Enough! I'm so fucking done with this petty high school bullshit. I'm out!
Whoa, wait, what? No, you can't leave. The bar needs you.
Too bad. Alistair's gone, so I'm gone. I got no reason to stick around.
Oh. I mean, he has every right to leave. I mean, just seeing the way that Vaggie and Charlie are handling this argument that they've had is both childish on both their parts. It really is. On both ends, it genuinely is. I thought, like, obviously Vaggie is still taking care of the hotel, but I would think out of both of them, Vaggie would be the more mature one and go to Charlie and actually speak about this, but instead she's, like, obviously you give your partner space, but that, I don't know how much time has passed between episode 5 and episode 6. I don't know how much time has passed, but also, I like that, Husk is kind of putting his foot down on this, where it's like, you guys are acting like kids, I can't handle this, I'm out. Fuck you all. He also has a very good point that, like, he only has a deal with Alistair, and now Alistair's gone, so it's like, he doesn't really need to be there. So, bye, I guess.
We can finally fulfill Lilith's dream. She started this resistance to take back our power by force. She wanted blood. Now let's spill some blood. Resist!
My mom never wanted violence. She empowered sinners. Peaceful protest. There was no blood.
Yeah, I was about to mention something. I was like, Vox is also still actively trying to get under Charlie's skin because, yeah, he's painting this picture of Lilith because obviously, I don't know, because Lilith's been gone for 7 years. So I think, like, a lot of new sinners have, like, obviously they've never met her. They don't know who Lilith is. They don't know what she wanted for sinners. They don't know what she was like as a ruler. So they're just taking what Vox says and just running with it. I also really love that, like, even though Vaggie and Charlie are arguing, everyone unites to the TV when Vox is talking. And there was another thing, as they were having that argument, just Pentious and Nifty just doing a little hand thing. Like, I love that. I just love the small details that this show does. I just love it.
Rise, children. It's time.
I'm sorry, I'm sensing a song is coming up soon. I'm sensing a song is arising. Very nice to see this little friendship form between Nifty and Pentious. The way that he just looked so excited when Nifty's like, "Arise, my friends, it is time!" And he's just like, yeah. I love that. If it's not as explored in episode 7 and 8, I would love to see that friendship be more explored in season 3. I would love that. Also, we all know that Husk has, like, a gambling problem. It has been mentioned a lot. It's literally on his character design. It's probably how he died. Whatever. It's not wrong that he would go back to it in a time where he doesn't really know where to go. Kind of like how Angel sometimes goes back to, like, Valentino because he doesn't know where to go. It's just kind of like that sense of familiarity that just puts him at ease, you know? I'm really excited to see where this goes. I really love the color palette too. It's very gold and vibrant, but also it's, like, lowered enough that it's not, like, in your face.
Now this
is where I'm meant to be. You know, it's been such a long time since I've been out on my own. Bittersweet to be so free and so alone. Oh my goodness, we're getting a song. We're getting a song. Ah! I told you I could feel a song. It is the musical theater kid gut. We just know when a song is gonna come, and we know when it's going to be powerful, and we just know it. Sorry. One thing I'm wondering is, does anybody recognize Husk? Because he was an overlord. He was the overlord of, like, gambling, was literally what he was. Does nobody remember him? Was that, like, part of the deal? Because I would have assumed that some people would have recognized him and been like, oh my god, look, it's Husk! Oh. I also just enjoy the fact that he's, like, he's indulging in what used to be a very bad addiction. And he's like, oh, one more game can't hurt. And then he wins. He's getting that rush again. He's feeling exhilarated again. Ah, I'm so excited to hear Love in a Bottle. It kind of feels like the wrong time to feel sorry for myself. Reference to Loser Baby? Oh my god. I already love this segment I love it so much. We have the reference to Loser Baby, like, you're a loser, baby, a loser, goddamn baby. Like, oh my god. I love this. I just love it. I absolutely adore that not only Vivienne, but the animators always put these little tidbits in for us to be like, oh my god, I remember that. I absolutely love little Easter eggs. Easter eggs always make everything just so much more fun for a viewer, and it's just bless.
Double or nothing, lap it up, la 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 la, love in a bottle, love in a bottle, can't have love when it comes in a bottle, home in a bottle, numb in a bottle, I don't need nothing that's not from a bottle. Another round!
Oh, this song is so self-destructive, but it's so good. Everyone's like, yeah, that's the whole point of the song. I mean, like, every character so far has at least gotten one, like, solo or duet song, and I find that this is the perfect solo song for Husk, because as we saw, I was about to pause earlier, but I just didn't because, again, I didn't really want to interrupt the song. But there's, like, this one segment where he's walking by and he's like, I'm leaving it all behind or something like that along those lines. And we see that there's Charlie, Alistair, and Angel, where he's basically saying, like, alcohol doesn't give me any of those problems. I can find the joy, the excitement. I can wash away everything with alcohol. And that's kind of like it. That's why my jaw kind of dropped, was because he was like, I'm leaving Angel behind too. We know that deep down somewhere, somehow, Husk does care for Angel. And it's also very tough for him because to kind of just like leave Angel, because again, they did build some sort of friendship over time. Also, again, like I mentioned, this song is so self-destructive. It's talking about him going back to his old ways, and we watch throughout the song that he starts off winning big. He's winning all of these games, and then as the song progresses, the more drunk he gets, the more he's losing. The more it's kind of, he's starting to unravel. He gets kicked out of the casino because he's too drunk and he's being too aggressive. So then he goes to this other bar, and we're just watching him slowly deteriorate and slowly hurt himself internally with the alcohol.
You killed their leader. You started this war. Why do you still insist on heaven being the answer when you know firsthand what they are capable of?
Because...
Because we should never let ourselves become them.
Okay, Charlie has a point, but also, oh my god! Vaggie lore. Vaggie having flashbacks. Because, like Carmilla is saying, Carmilla has every right to question these two. She's like, why are we insisting that heaven has the answer? They killed millions of us. We know how they can kill us. We've seen what they can do. Why are we insisting that they're the answer? Why can't we be the answer? Which is very valid. Like, hell can be the answer, but like Charlie is saying, this is not what my mom wanted. My mom never wanted a war to rise, because now you're gonna lose more lives. You're not only gonna lose lives from hell's side, you're gonna lose lives from heaven's side. And Vaggie is about to protest this because she's experienced it. She's had a bad experience. She was abused. She was hurt so much when she was in heaven. Like, she literally lost her eyes and they pretty much destroyed her wings. And so she knows how bad they can be. So that's why she kind of like backs off a little bit. She's like, yeah, they are pretty horrible. But Carmilla also is making sure that they understand that they need to take accountability as well, because they did, well, okay, technically Nifty killed Adam. But at the same time, killing Adam isn't necessarily a declaration of war, because Adam isn't actually the leader of heaven. He's just the leader of, or he was the leader of the exterminists, or whatever their names were. He was only the leader of the battle side of everything. He wasn't the leader of all of heaven. That's what like the seraphim and all of them are. So on some extent we're right, some extent we're not, but it's not enough to warrant a war, because Charlie never declared war. They just happened to have killed Adam.
My mother believes that there was...
Lilith is gone. Her beliefs don't matter. What matters is war is coming, and I am choosing the winning side.
Like, I know that these two are in an argument. I know that these two are in an argument, and I know that that they'll forgive each other soon. But you can see it in Charlie's face that she does regret this, because she goes to reach over to Vaggie. She kind of wants to help Vaggie, and I think it's also because Charlie deep down knows, like, we as an audience don't know how much Vaggie has told Charlie about what it was like being an exterminist, whatever they were called. I don't know. Exorcist. The Exorcists. There, I figured it out. Like, we don't know how much Vaggie has told about her experience being an exterminist. I keep saying that, and I had the word. Whatever. But just based on the way that Vaggie kind of like does this, where her wings, like, she probably had bigger wings, now she only has 2, but we just see that Vaggie is very hurt by this. She's obviously being reminded of very painful memories, and we can see that Charlie kind of wants to push aside the fact that they're in an argument and really help her girlfriend. And also we can see that Charlie is also extremely hurt because Carmilla just basically said, your mom's no longer here, fuck your mom doesn't matter. I'm gonna be on the winning side. But the thing is also, Carmilla, how are you so certain that you're on the winning side, right?
Working behind some bar. Good booze. Nobody wanting nothing from me. And a song sung by a lovely broad. Here's to you, baby. Angel?
Angel? I've seen so many photos of Angel in this, like, drag outfit. I have seen so many photos. So many people. All of my friends have seen Hazbin Hotel Season 2 way before I did. They were watching it as the episodes were coming out, and I was like, no, I'm gonna abstain. I'm going to literally watch this for the first time as a reaction series. That is what I'm going to do, which is what I'm doing, obviously, because I'm here, and you're doing great. But I was not ready. The same way that Husk isn't ready. That we see Angel in this way. Now, I don't know if Angel's actually here or if it's because Husk is drunk that he thinks this is Angel. We'll find out. I'm excited to hear Losing Streak. I think Losing Streak as a title is kind of like a parody side to Loser Baby, and I'm really excited to see this because now Husk is very down low, and I'm assuming it's going to be Angel to kind of bring him back up. It's been so very long since Lady Luck kissed you, still you listen for her song and pray that she missed you dead inside, 'cause you know it's all I'm so sorry, Angel. This is such a good song. I know Blake Roman is a talented ass voice actor. I find every voice actor in this show is very freaking talented. I'm intrigued to see how Angel got here. Because I don't know if Valentino would let this slide. Unless Valentino's too concerned about fucking Vox being a bitch and being self-absorbed that maybe he kind of forgot that Angel existed. But, this song, it's so soft. It's so gentle. It's so, like, encapsulating. I love how contrasting it is to Love in a Bottle, where Love in a Bottle is very, like, high rushing, very upbeat. The tempo is very quick because that's what it feels like when you're gambling. It feels very rush. You feel this, like, big exhilarating feeling. You're so excited. You want this. But now Losing Streak is kind of like that calmer side of it, where the end of the night, where you're constantly losing, and this is kind of like where they've kind of kicked you out now and you're kind of just like in another bar and you're like, oh my god, like, yeah, woo. It's kind of like when the rush comes down. And I really love that. I'm sorry I had to interrupt you, Angel. You're living for that rush, for that royal flush, but the next best thing will do. You wanna spend your chips on these rosy lips, trying to get me next to you, 'cause you can't help needing to believe in. You could tell this was the moment where Husk really fell for him. I personally don't ship Husker Dust. I don't, but I can see it. I can see it and I can appreciate it for what it is. I simped for Angel since season 1 and I don't know what it is. I don't know what this has done, but I immediately, screw Vox, I got Angel. There's some sort of contentment that it has been put into me from this song. I don't know what it is about Losin Streak, and it might just be because I really love how soft Blake is singing. And, like, just the piano accompanying him. And, like, the design of what Angel's wearing is gorgeous. I think Losin Streak is going to be the song that I listen to the most. I do love, Gravity. Gravity's a really good song. But, like, Losin Streak? Oh my god. If I was physically sat there, I would be, like, down on my knees. Oh. Guys, I think I'm down bad. For an animated character who's gay. I think my fate is to fall in love with people who can't love me back. Yeah, okay, let's get on with the video.
Full extension on the leg. Is that how big it gets? I'm sorry, but it needs to be bigger.
Everyone out!
What do you want, Vox? I'm already struggling to find a co-star that can keep up with Angel and...
You read my mind. That's actually why I'm here.
No, it's not. You're such a horrible liar. Which sucks because Valentino usually believes your lies. Okay, so my question has been answered. Angel is spending less and less time here at the tower with Valentino, so now Valentino's like, shit, I need to find somebody to replace him. Also, Valentino wearing like kind of like a suit kind of vibe. You're looking good, babe, looking good, slay king. It's so fun for me to watch Valentino kind of struggle because he puts everything on Angel because of Angel's success. Major sadness to Angel because he was pretty much very terribly treated here, but like the fact that he puts everything on Angel because Angel's the reason that they're so successful and now he's trying to find someone else is so fascinating to me because we're watching him struggle. Usually we don't really see this side of like the villains per se, pardon me, but that's what I like about Hazbin Hotel is that it allows for you to kind of see on their end. Also, we see how Valentino gets treated by Vox, because obviously Vox sees them as equals, but they're not at the end of the day.
Oh, Val. Is that jealousy, I hear? Come now, Val. We have been partners in business for decades. You know, it's all just metrics. We gotta push the fan favorites to the front to get more screen time. It means nothing in the long run.
Ooh. Okay. This little tidbit, I really, like I said, this is what I think makes Hazbin Hotel really interesting, is the fact that we are seeing this side of the villains where we see their struggles, because obviously I feel Valentino has some sort of feelings towards Vox. Obviously they've fucked a lot before, they sleep in bed together a lot. But the fact that his eyebrow raised and Vox had to correct, like, in business, we're partners in business, we're not partners anywhere else, this is the only thing that our relationship will ever be, and he's finding ways to tiptoe around the fact that he probably also knows that Valentino likes him a little bit more, and Valentino has every right to be like, I'm not waiting in the wings anymore, like, I am the same level as you. You, me, and Velvet were all the same level. You can't keep treating me like I'm here when I should be here with you, you know? And so it's kind of like a whole kind of dance that they're doing with each other, where it's like, I need this and I want this, but Vox is like, I'm gonna give you a little taste, but then I'm gonna take it away.
Fuck around.
I don't see this part in the script. Funny how you make time for us when you need something.
Velvet, I was just about to fill you in. We were just talking.
Seemed more like begging to me.
I love this. That's what you're gonna hear a lot from me, is I absolutely love this. I find it so lovely that Velvet just turns around, because we know that Vox is making these plans with each of them individually, kind of trying to turn them on each other in a way. While meanwhile, Valentino and Velvet are actually a lot more on the same side. They want to be treated respectfully. And now that, why am I blanking out here? Now that Alistair is, like, living with the V's, his entire goal is to actually tear them apart. I'm starting to see that is a lot more clear, is that his goal is to tear them apart. Alistair wouldn't have been in this room if Velvet didn't bring him here. He probably still would have been in Vox, like, on Vox's floor, in Vox's office. But Velvet brought him there because he just wants to tear them apart. He also just really loves to cause chaos, which I find is so fun with the V's, because, like, we see the V's kind of bicker almost kind of like siblings, but with Alistair there, everything just gets amplified, and I love that.
Your stupid fucking plan, right? And this whole thing, it's getting old fast, Box. Ay, ya no puedo con este. Ay, qué estúpido demonio con ese estúpido.
You know, I can't understand you when you speak that island language, Val. Anyone else got shit to say?
Actually, I have a lot of shit to say, but I'm gonna interrupt whoever the fuck was screaming in the background there. Yeah, no. Valentino, yes, for the win! Valentino standing up for himself! Let's go! I never thought I would root for somebody so horrible in my life, but here we are now. He's like, screw you, Vox! And he's not wrong. Vox is holding on to every little string that he can that gives him power. And because of how little those strings are, they're so fragile to break. They're so fragile, and it's so easy to break them. And also, Vox, it's not a little island language. He's speaking freaking Italian, I think. I'm gonna Google it, because I think I'm wrong. It's Spanish, never mind. It's Spanish, I said Italian, excuse me. Don't come after me in the comments, because I didn't know. Don't start yelling, oh my god, Arrow, you're a fake fan. Ah! Okay, I messed up. Okay, they have the same root language, it's fine.
I'm from fucking Florida. Ow!
Nice shot, Val.
That's what I paused? I'm from fucking Florida. That's what I paused for. Also, Velvet's fit. I didn't get to fully appreciate it right now, but Velvet is looking great, as always. And sometimes I forget that she can turn her head in a full 360. She didn't do it in this scene, but she did it like 15 minutes ago, and it was a little disturbing. Also, yeah, literally really nice shot, Valentino. That was, like, insanely good. I am impressed. Even I'm actually really shitty at throwing, so I'm gonna be honest, I can't confirm that I'm good or anything, but yeah.
You bitch. Nifty. Nifty! I told you to watch over the hotel. What have you been doing the whole time?
Yes. Baxter fixed them. Now they have fingers and lungs so they can play instruments.
Oh, that's kind of impressive, actually.
Yeah, I am a little impressed as well. Like, for how shitty the hotel looks right now, yeah, I'm also a little bit impressed. Also, I like that they're a little jazz band. It's so cute. Like, you just open it and all of a sudden you're teleported into this whole other universe. The music kind of reminded me of Bendy and the Ink Machine. I don't know why, but it gave that vibe. And that is so cute that we just see that Nifty has like this little personality. Obviously she has one, but from season 1 we just thought that she was kind of like this being that really just loved killing, but she does have like a consciousness in a way. in some sort of way. And also, yeah, Vaggie still has every right to be annoyed because it's like, I left the hotel in your hands and it hasn't even been a day and it looks like shit. What the fuck were you doing? And then she's just like,
oh, Baxter, he gave the bugs arms and legs and he fixed them and now they can play instruments.
And it's like, oh, wow, oh. Okay, yeah, but that doesn't exempt the fact that you destroyed the fucking hotel.
Are you okay?
I thought about what you said the other day. About me hyperfixating on all the lies, about me, about my mom, and you were right. So... oh, fat nugget sat on the icing.
Yeah, we cannot eat that.
Aww. I love that she, like, called Vaggie up to apologize. That's so cute. See, this is character growth, guys. This is character growth. It took Charlie a hot minute, but she finally got there. Do I think that Vaggie could also potentially maybe say sorry? Not really. Like, was Vaggie a little more aggressive than she needed to be? Yeah. But I don't think that she necessarily needs to say sorry. Like, she can say sorry if she wants, where it's like, hey, I'm sorry that the way that I went about telling you about this was a lot more aggressive and it wasn't handled with care. She can say sorry about how she delivered what she said, but she doesn't owe that. Charlie owes it because, like, she was being not so kind. I was gonna say a swear, and then I realized I can only say so many swears in this YouTube video, or else YouTube's gonna go arrow. But I really love that this is how she's going about saying sorry. It's so cute, and it's adorable, and it shows, like, the effort that's put into that.
Alistair, my dad, everybody leaves! And now Fox is declaring a war, and Carmilla's right, I started it, and I'm a hypocrite and my dreams are gonna die!
Shut up, you know that I love you, but that's enough of this spiral. Some of your dreams haven't come true. Well, here's how we'll break the cycle. Well, I wasn't expecting Easy to just, like, go in like this. Easy is awfully, like, unintentionally kind of sexual just from that first, like, 2 minutes that I heard. We see Charlie breaking down, Charlie finally letting every single wall down, being like, I'm struggling and I need help. And then I love that Vaggie's just like, shut up. We're not gonna wallow in self-pity. We're gonna get serious. We're about to do this. We're gonna be bad bitches. And it's oddly kind of sexual. But I mean, it's Hazbin Hotel. It's made for adults. If you're a kid watching this, get the heck off right now. But I always love hearing Stephanie sing, because the first time I heard her sing was from Encanto, and now I'm hearing her here, and I love that she kind of like uses her natural voice when singing, but when she's talking as Vaggie, it's like kind of the Rosa Diaz voice that I really love. Again, this song just comes out of nowhere, and I love that. I love it when a song kind of comes out of nowhere. You don't really know that a song's gonna happen. Like, earlier in the video, I said I sense a song is coming, and normally I can. But today, this moment, I have been surprised by Easy. So let's listen to it. Your hand, my hand, your body and mine, they can withstand the firing line, 'cause anyone who finds love in hell can do anything, baby. You and me don't need no one else to make it through the crazy. No blow comes close to fatal. I'm so sorry, Charlie. This song is wild. When I meant oddly sexual, I didn't realize that they were going to do it. I'm pretty sure there was like a whole buzz with the community about there was like a spicy scene, and I thought that that was like back in episode 3 when we saw Vox and Valentino in the bed. No, I think they meant this. I think they meant Easy. But also, the nice thing about Easy is that it's very contrasting because it is a very upbeat song we hear with the instruments. It's very fast-paced, very upbeat, because Vaggie's trying to bring Charlie's mood back up. And she's trying to be like, hey, no, we got this. Like, if we could find love, and if we could, like, be happy here, we can help others be happy here. And Charlie's like, yeah, but we also need our friends. And Charlie's still, like, down. And Vaggie's trying to bring Charlie, like, up here, but Charlie's still down here. So she's trying to be like, hey, it's okay, we got this. I got you, you know?
Anyone who finds love in hell can do anything, baby. You and me don't need no one else to make it through the crazy. No blow comes close to fatal for this princess and fallen angel. We already found love in hell. The rest is easy, baby. Anyone who finds love in hell can do...
Sorry. We're pausing again. Oh my god, I love this song. This is gonna be so annoying to edit, but I've been so happy with all the songs that have come from season 2. I don't think that there's a song in particular that I casually just keep skipping. But Easy is so fun because we watch Charlie be lifted up. We watch her get confident again. And I love seeing that. I also adore seeing that we turned like the blanket covers into dresses. Though that is beautiful. I love their dance sequence. It's so visually captivating. There's a lot of movement. It's very flowy. It works well with the song. And this is just such a fun song to not only listen to, but to just watch the characters build each other up again. And it's very endearing in a way as well to kind of see them go back up into this again. And I love it. I just love it so much.
Can do anything, baby. You and me don't need no one else to make it through the crazy. No blow comes close to fatal for this princess and fallen angel. We already found love in hell. The rest is easy, baby.
There's no way that they fucked throughout that whole song. You cannot tell me that this dance sequence was an innuendo. I was just saying how much I really loved the song, and now all of a sudden they're like, oh, that was a workout. I know that this is an adult show, okay? I know it is. And I'm a very, very mature adult. But what? No, Easy Altogether was such a fun and beautiful song, and like I said, it was a very gorgeous sequence. So props to the team. Their voices clash so well together in the melodies, like it just sounds so angelic.
Should have realized it was
it's fine. I've accepted that redemption's not really for people like me. Are you still mad I saved your life?
I wasn't really mad. I'm just not worth saving. This here is what I'm meant for.
Sorry, dude. I'm pausing your self-pity here. That it does kind of hurt my heart. Because obviously we haven't really seen much of Angel Dust at the hotel since then. Like, he's still there, obviously, from that one episode where Vaggie was doing all of her own stuff, which I'm pretty sure was episode 5. But it still kind of hurts that Angel's like, yeah, I don't think redemption will ever be something for me, because from what I know, his sister is up in heaven. I'm pretty sure he has a sister. There's been a lot of fan stuff around saying that he has a sister. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But, like, you can tell that he does deep down want to be redeemed. Like, deep down, he wants to get away from all of this, all of the mistreatment, and we can see Husk is totally fine with being in hell. He's like, yeah, this is totally fine. Like, I don't need to be redeemed. But he's also like, yeah, this is where I belong. Like, I suck. And it just sucks so much to see these characters, like, they finally built themselves up, and then they're just torn back down. And it kind of hurts, in a way.
Oh, speaking of other jobs, I got a film shoot. See you at the hotel tonight, Whiskas.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I will.
Loser Baby's melody? Sorry. Season 2 has been doing this a lot lately with adding Easter eggs into its season 2. Like, it's been doing all of that. It's been adding so many Easter eggs, and I love it. Like, when Charlie and her dad were kind of, like, having their little moment where he's like, it's okay, your mom would be proud. We hear, sorry, my vocals are really dying. But we hear the melody from More Than Anything in their background, and now we're hearing the melody of Loser Baby. Also, I love that you can see that Husk is falling for Angel. You can tell he is, and it's adorable. I love to see it. I don't ship Husker Dust, but like, it's cute. It's cute. I don't hate it. I think Husker Dust is really adorable. And I also really love that Angel's like, I'll see you back at the hotel, Whiskas. And he's like, no, you won't. And Angel's like, yes, you will. You're gonna see me. Because Angel knows that, like, they have a friendship. And he's like, of course I will. So that's really cute. I love this.
You shy, big boy? You want me to come find you? Or are you just, like, really small or something?
Okay, this is a really odd kind of sequence, because obviously we know that Vox was like, hey, Valentino, can I have Angel Dust? I need him to do me a favor. I'm interested because obviously the door is still open behind Angel. So usually in these situations, the door would get closed and it would get locked so that the person inside couldn't get out. But the eyes on the wall are watching Angel, which tells me that they're using Angel to get to someone because they need that someone. This someone is like the final piece of the puzzle or some shit. Because Valentino doesn't seem so interested in the script. He doesn't seem really interested in what Angel's saying. And Angel's like, the fuck? What am I supposed to do? I'm confused, you know? And us as the audience, we're just as confused. So I'm kind of like wondering where this is gonna go.
I've been wanting to do that for so fucking long. You stubborn fucking whore. More trouble than you're worth. Sure glad I found a use for you.
Why? Why? Can anyone answer why? He's done nothing to you, my guy. What? Oh my god, Hazbin Hotel literally gave me so much happiness just to take it away. I feel emotionally betrayed.
There wasn't a moment I haven't been watching.
Charlie ain't looking too good under pressure.
I'll let you in on a little secret. I cannot smite him.
What? No, I would never.
No! Vox, you are literally horrible. So, like, is part of his ability once he's, like, doing his, like, thing with you, like, hypnotizing you, is, like, the thing that he's, like, remaining inside of you? That came out weird. Is it that, like, he can constantly see through your eyes? Because if so, that is, like, a very sick ability, but also at the same time, like, I feel so bad for Angel because, like, I thought it couldn't get worse than Valentino, and turns out it just got even worse. Like, no wonder this poor boy is so traumatized.
Because clearly nobody's fed fat fucking nuggets. Have they, little fat nuggets? Huh. Hasn't been answering my texts either.
Something ain't right.
Thank you, Nifty, for that big crescendo. They're not wrong, and I hope that they figure it. I hope that they help Angel out, because, like, I love Angel. Angel's great. We all love, I think, like, there's very few people I know who do not like Angel, like, deeply do not like him. But, like, it's just, like, it's so crappy to see the way that Angel is being treated this way. Like, he doesn't want to, I don't know. It's so hard to put into words how I feel about that right now. It's just, it's so difficult, and, like, I'm hurt. I felt stress watching that. Like, I didn't even know how to feel. And I'm glad that both Husk and Cherry are both like, yeah, something's not right. He should have been home. He's not answering texts. Like, there's something going on. And then Nifty in the back's like, da da da!
Thank you, Baggy, for keeping the faith that I lost control of.
Don't do it. Don't you, oh, you bitch. Oh, don't. Oh, come on. Don't crack it. No.
Love that. I remember last reaction episode, somebody had mentioned that the animators just wanted to do a funny tidbit, but also it was relating to something else. And I really love that he just loves ducks. I love that it's a quirky thing about him. I also love that he's watching, like, a soap opera type thing in his wallowing moments. It's just so funny to me that this is how he's choosing to spend his, like, sad, lonely time, is watching a duck soap opera.
Charlie! My lovely daughter who I love and miss. What's poppin'?
Dad, I need to talk to you. I'll send you my location, okay?
Of course. Yeah, I'll be there right away. I'm such a good dad.
I don't know how to feel. I've just been emotionally destroyed like 5 times in the span of 2 minutes. I have been emotionally played with in the past 5 minutes. Because we know that Lucifer really cares about his daughter, but also at the same time, like, if Lucifer really cares and he knew his daughter well enough, he'd know that Charlie would just be like, hey, Dad, come to the hotel. She wouldn't speak like that, and I think that's where, like, like, we know that Vox is terrible. Like, this is where we know Vox doesn't really know Charlie well enough. But because Lucifer is in such a wallowing moment where it's like, I want to make it up to my daughter, he's just like, yeah, sure. And because we know that Lucifer can't physically, like, smite him in a way, I'm actually kind of scared, because Lucifer does ultimately have stronger powers than the overlords. He ultimately does. He's literally a deadly sin. But it's gonna be interesting to see where this goes in episode 7.
Looks like we got our power source. The fuck? What the fuck was that?
Screaming rain. I forgot that the rain was screaming. Well, that was a traumatizing episode of Hazbin Hotel. Not really too sure how to feel about it, or the fact that I spent nearly an entire, like, hour on that. But that was episode 7? Wild freaking episode. Wild episode. Nobody could have prepared me for that roller coaster of emotions that I was going to feel. Because at the beginning of the episode, I was like, oh, yay, you know, I'm chilling. I'm like, oh, yay, love in a bottle, love in a bottle. And then it was like, Losin Streak. And then it was like, shut up, you know that I love you. And then it's like, Angel, you've been my spy. And now you're no longer gonna see the hotel. Meh, 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 meh. Like, what? Like, the last, 10 minutes of that episode was such emotional torture to me. Mostly. I don't know how you guys felt about it, but it was mostly emotional torture for me. And I'm not too sure how I felt about it, and I still don't know how to feel. But that is an episode to process. Because, like I said, for like the majority of that episode, it was so like happy, kind of ish. It was very more on the lighthearted side of emotions. And then near the end, it's like emotional torture. I was like, what? Anyways, I really enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments below if you guys also enjoyed this episode. I loved all 3 songs that were in this episode. It was really fun. Each song was really well written. Like, congrats to Sam Haft and Andrew, to the last name I can't really say, no offense. But all 3 songs were very well written, very well composed, very well sang, or very well sung, pardon me, by all of the voice actors, and the voice acting performances were phenomenal in this episode. I really appreciate all the seeds that are being planted in the viewer's mind right now, because like ultimately we do kind of know, like, we're in a feeling right now where it's like, oh, Vox has the upper hand and whatnot, but like I mentioned, like, Lucifer is literally a deadly sin. He has so much more power than Vox does. But it also, like, it just kills me seeing Angel like this because he's been through so much. Oh my god, this episode's going to be in the back of my mind for the rest of the day. But anyways, like I said, let me know in the comments below if you guys liked this episode, what you liked, what you didn't like, and also, I hope you guys have an amazing day, or night, wherever it is you are. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, off-scripters!